What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Track and Ace, y'all. Welcome on back. Welcome back on into the channel, everybody, man. I actually made 2 videos just yesterday talking about the Kelsey Mitchell resigning, and I talked about what we need to do as far as getting Marina Mabry or Sophie Cunningham in here. So I made those 2 videos, and now I don't have to release them because of what that Fever did today on this really big Friday for the Fever, the day before all free agents and can start signing their contracts on the 1st of February. So this is a big day for the Fever because they really rounded out this team. And man, oh man, I'm so glad I didn't release that Kelsey Mitchell video because I was starting to doubt our management. I was starting to doubt our management because I wasn't seeing anything that I liked that they was doing outside of just hiring Stephanie White. I was like, okay, what's the rest of this team looking like? Like, we still got Natasha Smith on this team. And the thing about the Kelsey Mitchell thing was I wasn't surprised by that because I knew that they were going to core her and stuff like that. But was you going to pick up any threats to replace her after the 2025 season? That's what I was like. Okay, yeah, we're going to keep her, but if you don't pick up any threats to replace her in 2026, like, I'm going to start getting a little worried here, you know what I mean? And so Kelly Krauskopf and Amber Cox did their thing today. They did their magic today, bro. This video is going to be about Natasha Howard, man. So we're going to talk about Sophie Cunningham in the next video, but Natasha Howard, getting her was huge today because this is somebody that really erased a lot of the question marks that we had about this front court to go with Aliyah Boston. We finally got somebody next to Aliyah Boston that will definitely help her immensely because Natasha Howard could get buckets, get rebounds. It's going to be, if they could keep Natasha Howard here for another season or 2, because Natasha Howard is up there in age. She's like 30, 33, I think. So she might got a good 2 more years playing at this level, maybe even more if she, stays healthy or whatever. But, for right now, this is a really strong move. Like, to me, I didn't see this coming, but Natasha Howard was somebody that I was like, if the Fever could realistically go get her, go get her. I always favor getting her over Satou Sabally. I was not really into Satou Sabally fan sort of sweepstakes. Like, I never really was because I didn't like her injury history. I don't think that she's physical enough for what we need because Aliyah Boston's already kind of like not too physical in the front court. We needed someone that's a little bit more physical. Natasha Howard will serve that. She's also a goon. You know what I mean? Let's talk about that too, man. We picked up 2 goons in one day, bro. We got her and Sophie Cunningham. These 2 girls will protect Caitlin, bro. We won't have to worry about seeing what we saw last year because I don't think anybody's going to try anything on Caitlin this year because you're going to have to answer to Natasha or Sophie, and them 2 girls, they crazy, bro. Like, they ain't you asking for, if you go hit them if you want. Go, hey, for those of y'all that were trying to hit Caitlin last year, go hit her if you want this year. Go try something this year and see if you gonna get, because Natasha Howard don't give a fuck. Like, that's what I like about Natasha Howard. She don't give a fuck. Sophie don't care. Sophie will fight anybody. She's scrappy. Like, that's great, man. I'm glad we got a couple of goons because I was saying we need to get a goon in here, at least one. I remember at one point before Alyssa Thomas said what she said about the fans in the playoffs. I remember saying I wanted her because I know she would keep players away from Caitlin, but I didn't like the way she was against the fans. And bringing Natasha Howard back home, the team that she got drafted by, man, I think that's awesome, man. So this could be a well-rounded situation coming back to try to win a ring. I think that's a great situation for Natasha Howard, man. Maybe she'll end her career here. So I think it's a great circle back type situation for her. And I love this move, man. Like, I was shocked when they did it because the one thing that I was worried about with the Fever, because I did not like Natasha Smith going into this season. Like, that was really bothering the shit out of me that if we kept the same damn starting lineup with no changes, just the coach, but no changes at all, barely any changes to the bench. I assume, we was going to make changes because of the draft, automatically. And I heard that Kelly and Amber were looking at players overseas, which is something I like to hear too. You know, they were looking at players overseas. So let's see if they stash some girls too, because there's a center that was supposed to be at, I believe she was supposed to play at Washington this year, but she ended up playing overseas. So I hope we get her and stash her for a couple of years, and then before we bring her back over. But because she'd be a great replacement for Natasha Howard in the future. But we'll talk about her in a different video in the future. But that's why, because the only thing was, so for me, right, I didn't want the Fever to waste any top draft picks on a big man. You know what I'm saying? Because I did not like the ladies except for Malanga. Malanga was the only big man that I liked in this draft, really, as far as the ones that was going to be a top 12 pick in the draft. I didn't like any of the other center. I didn't like Baker. I don't like Baker as a fit for this team. I definitely ain't liking Kiki right now. Like, Kiki's having a bad season to me at USC, so I didn't want her either. So I was like, man, these bigs are kind of trash this year. But Malanga is someone, she's like a unicorn. So I was like, man, if we go get Malanga, and I'm talking about this before we got Natasha Howard, I was like, go get Malanga then. So I'm glad we solved that by getting a vet. Now, I still want us to get someone like a Dorka Huas or an Alyssa Peely, if possible in the future. But I'll take this because they did the right thing with Alyssa Smith trading her for Sophie Cunningham. But like I said, we're going to talk about that in the next video. I don't really want to address that here, but replacing Natasha Howard with Alyssa Smith is awesome, y'all. That's an awesome move. That's an A+ move for this management. It gives us some more security, someone who can play defense in the front court. That's what we need, and someone who can get boards, man. This should make life easier for Aliyah Boston. It allows Lexi Hall to do her thing and not have to hustle to the rim all the time to go get a rebound. It just cleans up a lot of things that we had problems with last year, bro. So, A+ move, and Caitlin's going to love throwing the ball to Natasha Howard because Natasha Howard gets buckets. She averaged like 17 points a game last season. So, 17 to 18 points. So, Caitlin's going to love throwing a rock inside. And then, like I said, this space is the floor for Boston to do what she needs to do because Boston, she's got a good outside shot. You know, so Boston wants to play on the perimeter. Now, I don't know who's going to play center just yet, but they could go back and forth, though, between the two and see what works best as far as with CC having a rock. So I'm loving this move, man. It definitely makes up for the horrible Kelsey Mitchell resigning, man. It definitely makes up for that one. But I'm loving this, man. Natasha Howard, welcome back to Indianapolis. Can't wait to see her this season, man. I think it's going to be exciting for Fever fans. This draws you a little close to a championship in anything, but I still don't think we're there. I still don't think we're there because of our backcourt and the bench. So we still need to fill these things out before I could really get comfortable with talking about us as a championship contender. I think we're going to get closer than we did last year, but I don't think we're there yet. I don't think, a lot of people, I've seen a lot of videos, the usual suspects, they're giving y'all wolf pop. I'm going to give y'all the real. Y'all know I am. Y'all know I'm going to give y'all the real, bro. And I'm telling y'all right now, this is not a championship team as constructed as of right now. It's not a championship team now. I'm sorry. Y'all know I'm usually positive, but this is not a championship team right now. We're closer, but we're not there yet. And I will go over in the next video how we could get a little bit closer because I'm going to go in a little bit more depth about the backcourt. The backcourt is the issue right now and the bench. So we need to go over those things, man. But going ahead and get this video is there anything? No, I think that's it. That's it. But going ahead and get this video a like, share, subscribe, give me your thoughts in the comment section below. I am going to try to get these videos out tonight. I've been very busy out. I apologize. I'm going to get back to it when I can to try to do those Grace Burger videos too, man. I've been off my game, man, because I've been concentrating on this other YouTube channel I got really since the off season started, man. But it should be all good in the hood. But get this video a like and share, subscribe. Y'all. Thank y'all for watching Track and Ace.